The one word I would use to describe merch planning is synergy.
Science.
Strategic.
Bold. Merch planning is money.
Are you with me?
We want to become the world's best apparel company and become one of the best performing companies of any industry. I believe establishing the merch planning and inventory management function gets us there faster. So what is planning? In the simplest terms, design brings amazing product to life. Merchants bring commercially viable product to market. Planning monetizes that product. Our goal is to make planning a competitive advantage at LS&Co. by establishing planning processes that position the company for growth and profitability, by shaping demand and optimizing our inventory investments.
I think to myself, what could great success in planning deliver to this company? End-to-end planning was one of the top 5 priorities. It's probably the single biggest transformation that we're undergoing right now in terms of process and how we do business. I firmly believe that when we get end-to-end planning right, it will unlock our opportunity to accelerate growth and to do that profitably.
Great planners grow the business as they know how to shape demand by leaning into big bets and taking calculated risks.
Shaping demand, if you look at the technical definition in a marketing book, it might say, meeting the wants and needs of the consumer. If you're an iconic brand, you need to think differently. Let's go to music for a second. Do you remember that moment when you heard a song, and then all of a sudden you saw that band on late night TV, and then all of a sudden you're at their concert, and then next thing you know, you see them on the Grammy stage? Behind that simplicity is a sophisticated platform of shaping demand for a song, for an artist, for an album, for a movement, for momentum. We need to take that same approach at Levi's. We need to understand how to set the conditions for success to create momentum. And to do that, we need to not just understand the wants and needs of the consumer, we need to understand how to change the landscape for our fans. We need to understand how to maybe give them what they didn't know they wanted from Levi's, but when they get it, they say, I can't live without it.
We, as a planning function, support our merch partners to create game-changing, profitable assortments across our complex global footprint.
Every great CEO has a great CFO. Every great merchant has a great planner, and they help them blend the art and science of merchandising. The key is the visibility and the tools that planning is going to bring to us, looking at it from an end-to-end holistic perspective, the glass pipeline. That will allow us to be flexible and agile so that we can service the consumer.
Great planners support their merchant and commercial partners by monetizing the brand vision, quantifying innovations and trends, hindsighting what worked and what didn't, and measuring profitability and growth.
We talk about the art and science of bringing a product to life. The art side is working on consumer insight and understanding how we take our brand fan on a new journey. That's really working with design and product development. But equal, or if not more important, is what planning brings to the table. And that is the analytics behind our decisions. What is innovation going to drive? What does a consumer trend, how does that monetize the brand vision? That's truly what the partnership between merchandising and planning is all about.
Ultimately, it's about connecting the consumer to our brand vision by meeting consumer demand, by having the right product at the right place, at the right time, at the right price, in the right quantity, in the right size.
Planning really is that pivot between merchandising, commercial, and supply chain. It's really exciting because as we take back control of our brands and start to shape demand and drive growth, we can be prepared to build a supply chain plan that we execute and not react. We do a lot of reacting as a company.
Planning is important because it will help drive precision.
Planning is important to make sure we execute against a strategy and a vision to make sure we have the relevant checkpoints to say, yes, we're on course and we're planning for success.
They bring the business facts to the table to make really solid decisions.
Translate the merchant's vision to take back control of our brands, to drive growth for the company.
Why is planning so important? Money.
This is an exciting time to be in planning. We are obsessed with building a world-class planning function. We can now truly say that we have the talent and the tools to drive growth and profitability at Ellis & Co. to make us the world's best apparel company.
Are you with me? Are you with me?